There is a hidden danger in many homes. It could be present in your kitchen right now. This danger is an invisible, odorless gas. It is called carbon monoxide, or CO. You absolutely cannot see it, you cannot smell it, you cannot taste it. But this unseen gas can be incredibly harmful to you and your family. It is important to understand this threat. Where does this dangerous gas actually come from? Carbon monoxide is produced when fuels burn incompletely. Many common kitchen appliances burn fuel like natural gas or propane. Think about your gas stove or your gas cooktop. Your gas oven can also be a source. Even some tankless water heaters, if located near or in the kitchen, use gas. If these appliances do not burn their fuel completely and efficiently, they release CO gas. This process is known as incomplete combustion. It's not just old appliances that pose a risk. Even new appliances can become sources of carbon monoxide. This can happen if they are not installed correctly by a professional. It also occurs if they are not vented properly to the outside. Proper venting ensures that harmful fumes are carried away from your living spaces. If these fumes are trapped inside, Colorado levels can quickly rise to dangerous concentrations. Poor maintenance of any fuel-burning appliance is another significant problem leading to CO production. This gas, carbon monoxide, is a very serious threat to your household. It can accumulate silently and gradually within your home. You might not have any idea that it is there. That is precisely what makes carbon monoxide so particularly dangerous. It can affect anyone, babies, children, adults, and the elderly. Pets are also at risk. Being aware of this danger is the very first step towards ensuring your safety. Understanding where CO comes from helps you to protect yourself and your loved ones effectively. Carbon monoxide is exceptionally bad for your body's complex systems. When you breathe it in, it enters your bloodstream very easily and rapidly. Your blood has a vital job. It carries oxygen to all parts of your body. Oxygen is absolutely essential for life and for every cell to function. Carbon monoxide effectively tricks your red blood cells. It binds to hemoglobin, the oxygen-carrying part of red blood cells, much more strongly than oxygen itself does. Imagine it like a wrong key that fits a lock even better than the correct key, blocking the right one out. When carbon monoxide binds so tightly to your red blood cells, oxygen cannot attach. This means that much less oxygen is transported throughout your body. Your vital organs, such as your brain and heart, desperately need a constant supply of oxygen to function properly. Your muscles and other tissues also rely on this oxygen. Carbon monoxide effectively starves these crucial organs and tissues of the oxygen they need to survive. This oxygen deprivation is what causes serious harm to your health. The damaging effects can be both rapid and severe. What are the initial warning signs of carbon monoxide poisoning? Often you might feel as if you are coming down with the flu. Common early symptoms include a persistent, dull headache. You could also feel dizzy, lightheaded, or unusually weak. Nausea, which is the feeling of being sick to your stomach, is another frequent complaint. Some individuals experience shortness of breath or tightness in their chest. You might also feel confused, disoriented, or have difficulty concentrating. These early signs are unfortunately very easy to mistake for other common illnesses. If the carbon monoxide levels in the air are very high, or if the exposure continues for a long period, the symptoms will become much more severe. You might start to vomit or experience a loss of muscle coordination. Blurred vision or other visual disturbances can also occur. As the poisoning progresses, you could lose consciousness and pass out. Brain damage can happen surprisingly quickly when the brain is deprived of oxygen. In the most serious cases, and tragically too often, carbon monoxide poisoning is fatal. This is why it is a known killer. Carbon monoxide has earned a very frightening and appropriate nickname. It is widely known and referred to as the silent killer. This name is tragically accurate for several key reasons. It is silent because you cannot hear the gas leaking or building up. It is completely invisible, so you cannot see it in the air around you. Crucially, it has no odor or smell, so your nose cannot detect its presence. Your basic human senses offer no warning whatsoever against this particular invader in your home. This complete lack of sensory clues makes it incredibly deceptive and dangerous. The early symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning are also notoriously tricky. As we mentioned, a headache, ongoing fatigue, or feelings of nausea are common. These symptoms easily mimic those of a common cold, the seasonal flu, or even just general tiredness. Because of this, many people tend to dismiss these initial feelings. They might think they are simply tired from a long day, or they might assume they are just beginning to catch a bug that is going around. They do not suspect that a toxic gas is slowly poisoning them. This delay in recognizing the true cause is extremely dangerous. Often, carbon monoxide poisoning incidents happen during the night. A faulty furnace, a blocked chimney, or a malfunctioning gas water heater might be running while the entire family is asleep. Sometimes a gas stove or oven might be left on low accidentally, or used improperly for heating. People might feel slightly unwell before going to bed, attributing it to something minor. They can then become unconscious in their sleep as CO levels continue to rise. They tragically never get a chance to escape the environment or to call for emergency help. This is a heartbreakingly common scenario, because the initial symptoms are so vague and non-specific, and because the gas itself is completely undetectable by human senses alone. Carbon monoxide can affect everyone in a household simultaneously. Family members and even pets might all start to feel sick around the same time. They might logically conclude that they are all suffering from a shared illness like food poisoning or a contagious virus. No one in the affected group may realize that the very air they are breathing has become toxic. This is precisely why public awareness and the use of CO detectors are so absolutely crucial for safety. The most important message is that you can protect yourself and your family. There are simple, yet highly effective steps you can take right now. The single most critical step is to install carbon monoxide detectors throughout your home. These devices are designed to sense CO gas and sound an alarm. You should place them on every level of your house, without exception. It is especially vital to have them located near all sleeping areas. Installing a detector in or very close to the kitchen area is also a very smart preventive measure. These alarms are proven lifesavers. Once your carbon monoxide detectors are installed, you must test them regularly. Make it a habit to press the test button at least once a month. You should also change the batteries in your CO detectors at least once every year. Many people find it helpful to do this when they change their clocks for daylight saving time. Furthermore, the detectors themselves do not last forever. Replace the entire unit according to the manufacturer's specific instructions. Typically, this replacement is needed every 5 to 7 years. A working detector is your essential first line of defense. Regularly maintain all of your fuel-burning appliances. This includes your gas stove, gas oven, gas furnace, and gas water heater. Arrange for a qualified and certified technician to inspect these appliances annually. They can ensure everything is working safely and efficiently. Also, always ensure there is proper ventilation in your kitchen when you are cooking. If you have a gas stove, make sure to use the exhaust fan above it. Check that this fan actually vents to the outside of your home, not just recirculates air. Critically, never, ever use a gas oven or stovetop burners to heat your home. Finally, stay aware and remain vigilant about this potential hazard. Learn to recognize the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning. If you or anyone in your home experiences these symptoms and you suspect CO might be the cause, get everyone to fresh air immediately. Open all windows and doors if you can, and evacuate the house completely. Call your local emergency services or the fire department from outside the home or from a neighbor's house. Your home should always be your safest place. Taking these straightforward preventative measures can help ensure it stays that way, protecting your family from this silent, invisible threat.